What's up, guys? TheCampingRusher here. Welcome back to Factions Base Tour, everybody. A series that premieres or releases every single Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern. Great to have you here, guys. The support on this series it's really just been increasing over the past few weeks and months, and I really appreciate it. Your guys' support on this thing is so awesome. I'm trying my best not to miss one single Saturday. Very committed to this series now, and it's because the commitment you guys have showed me to this show. So thank you very much. You guys are all beautiful, and I really appreciate you being here. Today we look at a comment from Advertise This. And we are on Factions Black on TheArchon, of course. The faction Notorious, who is Mystic's enemy, the base tour from last week. And yeah, thank you for your comment, man. We'll be looking into it today. Also, as we're going through today's episode, make sure to keep in mind what you would name this base, because every single episode I choose a base name or whatnot. And from last episode, Emberflame said, name it the Melting Candle, because the combination of the lava and the sand reminds me of a burning candle whose wax is dripping downwards, slowly melting away. That is very detailed. A little creepy, very detailed, very intense. A very intense comment, but thank you, very cool. So make sure to think of that as we're going through what you would name this base. All right, let's get right to it. Today we're on Factions Black, like I said, looking at a base in the end. This is, of course, a Wither server, and the exterior, pretty standard these days. We've got some walls. You know, it would take a pretty good amount of time to get through these things, but it's a source ocean, so this thing goes down like 20-ish blocks, I think. So this is pretty insane. They've literally got this ocean, and you don't just have to take out the top layer. I know most of you guys probably know what a source ocean is, but with the Wither, usually if it's only one block, then if you take out this one block here at the top with the Wither, then the water will drain all the way down, right? But if you got 20 source blocks down, then the Wither has to go here and then down 20 blocks. It has to hit every single block. So that just adds on hours and hours of work to trying to raid this. Looks like lots of people have been trying, though, as their walls do look a little bit tarnished in certain places, but this is pretty standard. The exterior defense, they are on the border. They are not on the they are not in the corner, and their gap is an average size. The defense itself is pretty average, except for the source ocean. That is pretty insane. That's got some epicness. But for a god base like this, the defenses are, you know, very good, but nothing that we haven't seen before. How this base works is very confusing. So let's go down into home base. And this is the top of the base, their first storage area. They don't have too much here. You guys will see where most of the storage takes place, but this looks to be one of their main storage areas, or maybe a storage area they'll be moving into shortly. They've got bedrock pillars, bedrock. It's so subtle. You guys know I love the use of bedrock, but here it is so subtle, just the borders of this base, this interior of the base, and it makes it look even better, I think, than if it were scattered all over. Here it's a little bit less subtle, but still just, it's insane. They got a lot. These guys have a lot of bedrock, believe me, like lots of bedrock. Oh my lord, it's a good amount. Like over 1,000, I'm talking. And yeah, this is their main part. They've got some gear in here, pretty good amount, and we will get to the exact amount in the calculations after in the outro of this video. So yeah, this is their main storage place. Let's keep moving. There are a lot of different places we have to go. Home base 2, there's nothing really in here. This is the start to their block system. Let's go to home base 3. This room right here is a room with no purpose. It's their spawn area, but the spawn area doesn't actually lead anywhere. Because this base is taking on the very popular technique in which you split up the base with obsidian boxes so that if one part gets raided, the rest of it is still safe. So many bases are doing that nowadays. It's crazy to think, but it's the safest way to go about defending your base these days. So this room is kind of pointless. It just looks good. And we'll ask them a little bit about this once we get in a call with the owners of this faction, because I'm a little confused, but hey, we'll roll with it. Now, this faction, actually, I will go to home cells. This faction takes on the concept of the hotel. It is another hotel-styled base. There are now, last episode, last Saturday, we toured a base that was also like this, the hotel strategy. The Goliath V4 on the main show on Factions Crimson that I do, our base, it is now using the hotel strategy where people pay to live in the base. They either help you out with spawners or they just pay you straight cash, and then they get an area within the base to live peacefully and safely from enemy conflict. They have tons of cells. These guys are the best I've ever seen at doing this hotel system. They've got cells behind and in front and ladder that stretches all the way up. But this is only the first part. There's more to do. The thing about excuse me. The thing about these cells that is different from the base we toured last week is each cell is customized in its own different way. It's not just a straight obby box that looks very plain. It's very, very organized, very nice. You can see they each add their designs. This guy's got a bigger box, it looks like, or maybe all their boxes are this big. We'll see as we go through. But not too much storage has happened in here so far, and you know, it could be rich or poor members throughout these bases. You never know. All it is if they can pay for it, then they get to live here. Here we're in a nice smaller box, and I kind of chose, I'm not doing all the boxes, don't worry. there's at least 15 or 20 of them. But there is, you know, this guy's personalized his own. He's got lots of storage room for chests. A small box, but very tall. And it being tall allows for a lot of storage room. So another benefit of these guys' hotel system is they focus much of the base's capability and volume into building these individual boxes so they can make money off them. This guy's got another individual design. He's definitely a little bit of a richer member than the others. Lots of Prot 10, Prot 15. We are on an OP faction server. Keep that in mind. Base 7. Another, what is this thing? Taken by someone, not sure. I don't even remember setting my home here. Am I in the, I think I'm in the wrong spot. I'm out of here. I'm in the wrong spot. Home base 8. Okay, here we go. Jeez Louise. I think I was in last week's base. This is their first spawner room. I'm not too sure why it's split up, but they have 2 IG spawner areas. One here and one down below. This one's got at least 30 to 40 spawners in there, maybe 20 to 30, I'm not too sure. And simple, very simple collection area. This may just be for the trusted members, kind of an area, not because the other IG, we will see it in a sec, and I will go there shortly, is right here. It's a lot more rich than the other one. You can see there's a few more spawners here, and there's lots more storage. It's a bit bigger, looks a bit nicer. This is for the, I believe, the mods or the more powerful faction members. They kind of keep it split up as the top one, the one we were just at, is more likely to get raided with it just being trusted or members and not mods. Let's keep moving, baby. Let's keep moving. There's so much to look at. Down here, we are at another part of their main storage. No, it's not the same one from above. This one is below. It seems that they don't keep much in group storage. This may be for, never mind. Never mind. As I'm doing that, I just see a dub full of Prop 4. But lots of their loot is kept in individual boxes. Keep in mind, we did not look at every single individual box, but lots of the loot is kept individually, which, again, it keeps the loot safe. And that's why when we talk to them, you guys will see how they've lasted so long. They're a very powerful force on this Factions Black server, even though they've got the odds stacked against them. Last but not least is the other cell area. This is what I'm talking about, how they have capitalized on this idea of hotels. They've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 rooms right here, bigger and smaller ones, and some of them we've already looked at. Some of them were throughout here. But yeah, they've got it labeled with different names, a ladder, lot bigger area, and you can see how much of the area of this base that has been devoted to these hotels. It really shows where their focus is at. They focus on making money, protecting their members and allies, and we'll talk about more of this stuff when we get in a call with them. That is the notorious base here on Factions Black, the initial tour. If you're enjoying so far, touch that like button. We're going to jump in a call with a few of these guys, get some inside scoops, and then we will roll into the calculations, of course. Thank you for being here. You're all beautiful. Let's go meet these people. jumping into a call with none other than the notorious leaders, mods, members, however you want to word it. There's a few of them here. We got Advertise, Chaser, Hanner, Luxify, and Menotius.
That's correct.
Oh,
Mentos.
no, it probably isn't, dude. Don't give me the benefit of the doubt. How you guys doing, guys?
We're doing great, Rusher.
Pretty
Dude,
good.
guys, I jumped in a call with these guys. They're the most prepared group of people I've ever seen. They're like, here we go, let's do the base tour. We got stories for you. We got conflict. I'm like, holy God, man. Well, I'm ready to go, because usually it takes a little bit of a process to plan out the interview, but nope, not with you guys. You look like you were born for this. So, we are in the room with no purpose. The room that you just made look beautiful. Is it literally just for this meeting? Is that why this room is here?
Rusher, just for you, man. Just for you.
And to show off
Advertise.
these beautiful heads.
Oh yeah, well you got your heads here as well, and perfect, man. Well, I got a few questions for you guys. Advertise. Thank you for leaving a comment on the video and applying. That's how I found this base. So, first question, couple questions that are generic. How long's the base been up?
About a month and a half, 2 months.
Month and a half, dude. You've got an adult base. Okay. And how much time did it take to make this giant?
I would say about 2 weeks, but we weren't working consistently, now and then.
Okay. So 2 weeks total, taking breaks, going on Netflix, whatever, and but you guys got it done. And who was all involved in the building? Exterior, interior? Did you have different teams for each?
Yeah, it was me and my 2 actual in real life friends. I just got them on for that, and Hannah did a lot of designing, and Menotis gent lots of walls.
There it is, dude. A team effort. That's how you get things done quick and efficiently, man. Perfect. All right, now let's get into things. So, last week, I toured the Mystic faction here on Factions Black. Lots of Factions Black happening recently, and they looked really OP, etc. They had the hotel style of base. Now, what is your relationship with Mystic?
Rusher,
Oh,
sorry
days.
to tell you, but their base isn't OP anymore.
Okay, what happened?
So,
It's split like
It's-
a banana.
Oh,
After-
jeez.
after the tour, they were getting a little bit too cocky, so we decided, take care of them.
Yeah, so
Second time we've split that same base.
second time you split the base. So you guys raided him. You guys took him out.
Yes, sir.
Dang, man, dang. And they're actually allied up with Malevolent, so you're technically taking on, because you're enemy to them and Grape and all them. You guys are going head to head against those guys.
Our Rusher, Mystic is basically no more. They had to merge with Malevolent because they couldn't take us by themselves.
Oh, jeez, man. Really? So in the past week, their base has been raided by you guys, and now they have merged up with Malevolent.
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
Wow, man. Well, congrats to you guys. I don't usually take sides on these things. I'm just here touring the base, but congratulations on that. So you guys have had some good factions moves, apparently. How did you end up raiding this base that you guys took down?
Set up a cannon, take down the walls, urine.
Set up a cannon, take down the wall. Was there any conflict, or did you sneakishly do it?
Nah,
No.
because a lot of our faction are actually Australian, so
Okay.
when we get on at night,
The
everyone's
time
asleep.
zones are like different, so we kind of get the advantage, I guess. But
Yeah, it's a perfect way to do it. It's like a 24/7 organization. You've got different time zones. You're always active. Australians, North Americans, etc. That's a good way to do it, man. Apparently, it's working out for you guys. You guys are. Would you say you're the strongest faction on Black, or would you say it's pretty close between you and now the merged Malevolent and Mystic?
So we're stronger.
Yeah. We could raid anyone on this server.
So you guys are very offensive players, even though you've got
Yeah,
a nice
very.
base. Okay, that's good to hear, boys and girl. I know Hannah's here as well. And all right, last thing I've got is, have you had any issues, any troubles with this base while you were building? I mean, it's been up for almost 2 months. There must have been issues here and there.
Yeah, there's this one guy, a sketchy guy who did some unlegit things to get in the base,
Okay.
but we took care of it, adding TP glitch layers and everything.
Okay, so, someone did some illegal things, obviously completely frowned upon, illegal, annoying, embarrassing, but you guys, so you did, on this base, but you didn't move away, you just cut them off with an extra TP glitch layer, and I actually saw a few of those as I went down. Was it at the top of the base or the bottom?
Everywhere.
At the top. Yeah.
Everywhere, yeah. You kind of, I didn't really show it in the video, but I looked around. You've got multiple TP glitch layers, so very, very protected. against evildoers that do evil illegally. So a good way to do it for sure.
Yeah, we got him banned.
You got them banned.
Yeah.
Good to hear, man. Get rid of those hackers. They just ruined the game for everybody. So good to hear. That's all I got. You guys got anything else? I mean, you guys were prepared. That was quick. This base is awesome. You guys have taken the hotel concept. Actually, one other thing I do want to ask is you guys got a ton of cells. Do people pay for those cells? Is it just trusted or mods or members? How's it work?
Yeah, they actually do pay for themselves.
Okay, because I know we've adapted the hotel strategy now, just like Mystic did, and you guys have it. So it's becoming very popular, and I think you guys have done it on the biggest scale I've seen, this new hotel style of
We've actually
base.
got some allies in there as well.
Allies. So you're not even just doing your own faction members, man. You're supporting. Yep. And maybe that's the big reason you got this massive base and you're able to protect so many of your friends and allies. That may be definitely helping you in this fight against debatably pretty strong enemy you guys are fighting against. So I think what we've learned today, Factions Black, the competition is heated right now, and I'm excited to see how this plays out, dude. I gotta keep a follow-up on this or something. Either way, thank you for allowing me to tour your guys' base. Very exciting. I wish you the best of luck in your factions endeavors. And yeah, nice meeting you guys. Take care. Ladies and gentlemen, the calculations are in. Here we go, based on 175 Iron Golem spawners, 36 dubs of Prop 4, 5 dubs of God Apples. Yes, 5 dubs. 30 stacks of bedrock. Yes, 30 stacks of bedrock. That equals over 1,900 bedrock. $26 million worth of miscellaneous items. The total value of the notorious base here on Factions Black, here on the PvP.TheArchon.net is $748,150,000. Oh my, woohoo, God, man. That is amazing, dude. Almost $1 billion base. $750 million base. We have seen richer, but not much. I think there's been 2 or 3 other bases that have been richer than this base. So very, very powerful and rich base here on Factions Black, Notorious. I do want to follow up. There's some crazy conflict going on Factions Black, and in my mind, it seems pretty epic indeed. So, yeah, with that in mind, I do hope you all enjoyed today's episode. Remember, if you want to apply to be in this base tour series and have your base toured here on the Archon, make sure to leave a comment down below with your IGN, your faction name, and a little description of the base. I'd really appreciate it. Also, comment down below, what do you think we should name this base? Hope you guys had an amazing day today. Touch that like button if you enjoyed. Join the Rush by subscribing. I will see you next Saturday, 10 p.m. Eastern. Talk to you all later. Goodbye.